All right, welcome to Overtime. I'm OD, and this is
Aaron.
Okay, we are piled today. We have so much stuff to cover. It might be like a three-part episode. So much. Awesome week in sports.
Great week.
Yesterday was like, I don't know. It was like the Christmas of sports. It was just.
It was
just
early Christmas.
Yeah, it was just like back to back to. It was just crazy. First thing we want to start off with NBA. Now we got some relevant NBA talk.
Yes,
no lockout and rumors so yesterday there was a three-way trade proposed between the Lakers, New Orleans Hornets, and Houston Rockets. Yeah. So all these players going around, but the main course is Chris Paul. Everybody know Chris Paul. So we heard that it was official. And then all of a sudden you're hearing, it might not go through.
Not looking so good.
So, first story that I heard was something about they wanted an extra big guy with the Lakers. And then we get this story late last night or it was not late, not too late, but got a story last night that Stern vetoed it. So, what's the issue with that?
Oh, my goodness.
Personally, y'all know me. I generally hate the Lakers. And I wouldn't have liked the trade, but I didn't understand why it didn't go through. It was a situation where sometimes, it would have been nice if the Lakers lost with him and I could just gloat with that.
Well, the interesting thing is, I don't know if I really believe that trade would have made them better.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They lost.
Chris Paul's a great player, don't get me wrong. But, they lost. They would be losing Odom. They'd be losing Gasol.
Here's a key player for me that I thought was one that most people not even paying attention. Shannon Brown went to Phoenix.
Yeah.
He was a spark off that bench. He was starting to become a better player. Seeming like to me, being around better players was making him better.
Mm-hmm.
So he was putting the time and effort in. He was a better shooter. You remember Trevor Ariza there?
Yeah.
These guys are better when you're around better players as opposed to vice versa. That veto. They said Chris Paul is looking to take legal action.
Yeah, and I guess I don't know the specifics of the new collective bargaining agreement and all that stuff. I know generally, but I just don't understand why they would veto that trade.
Didn't understand.
If they really are looking out for New Orleans, they were getting the best deal out of the thing.
Awkward moment would be Gasol returning back to the Lakers.
It'd be anyone returning back to their team. It'd be Gasol returning back, Odom going back, Chris Paul.
Chris Paul, I don't know, because it's been like for a year. He's been saying he wanted to be traded, so it's not like it's something new for them.
Right, but
that
still
team
would be
kind of new.
Like he was ready to get on a plane to go to LA.
Yeah. They were out. It just seemed like everybody was going their separate ways, and then boom. Show up to camp tomorrow for your normal teams.
Well, okay, so this is my question. So since they didn't trade him, the trade got vetoed. Now what? If they keep him for the whole year, for the whole 66-game year, then at the end he's gonna walk away anyway. They're not gonna get anything for him.
So he has like there's like no trade clause. He could be traded, right? So this is something without his permission they could just do anyway. The situation to me is that they just need to trade him.
Well, I agree.
Get something back. They were talking the Clippers would be a good thing because they have so many young players.
But what team is going to want to do that now? Because think about it. If a trade gets vetoed again, who knows what could happen to the team that's trying to make the trade, the Hornets. Like in this case with the Lakers, who knows how Odom and Gasol are really going to feel going back there? What if it, creates some sort of rift in their locker room? So I think the whole thing
it becomes an issue, but guys got to remember it's professional ball, so
absolutely.
You can't take it. I hear Odom was crying. I understand he won championships. Him and Kobe, all of these guys were friends, but it's a business.
No, I agree, but I still think it would be a little bit weird. Like if you went to your job and they were like, you know what, we're gonna
Well,
send you to another company.
Different jobs here.
And then they were like, you know what, never mind, we'll take you back.
Yeah, that is kind of like, yeah.
It would be a little weird.
You work for Walmart, and they're like, oh, we're gonna ship you to Kmart, and
Yeah.
they're like, nah, we're just keeping you. Like,
you're expendable. We don't really.
You're just gonna downgrade me and send me to Kmart? You know, it's crazy. Yeah,
So I see. I mean, I definitely think they need to just man up and go back to camp. You know, do whatever you got to do. But I see why they would be upset too.
Well, it remains to be seen. Today, start an official free agency, so we'll just see what happens. You know, from there. Big signing, Tyson Chandler. Wow, I mean that was
the Knicks.
Yeah, that kind of came out of nowhere with the Knicks. It was the numbers are 4 years, $58 million. So I think it's gonna be a good. If you're a Knicks fan, be happy because this is something. If they find a way to get some sort of better point guard than Tony Douglas, they're gonna be real. I mean, a lot of people were like, okay, the Heat got better, and we'll talk about that a little bit more. But the Knicks, I mean, because you take Amari out of that center position, which he doesn't like playing,
right?
Put him in the natural position he likes playing, that power forward.
Yeah.
And you got Melo, and even Landry Jones. I mean, even Landry Jones is a decent player. You know?
I really think it takes at least 3 good players to get a team to
Chandler's
to the championship.
It takes
they now have a
take some defensive player, it gives them a chance to play a little bit more defense. You know, just take some pressure off Amari because he's not really one of the best defensive guys.
No.
I mean, for me, I just feel like Amari should average at least 10 rebounds a game.
Yeah.
This 20 and 8 stuff, I'm not with it at 6'10", and that athletic ability, but. I mean, we'll see. That's gonna be interesting. You know, I think they're a little sleeper team now. Cause it's not a sleeper because we know, but don't be surprised if you see them in the finals. Don't be surprised.
No. As a Bulls fan, they scare me. So.
Oh well, thank God I don't have to worry about that. But if they get Dwight Howard or Chris Paul in LA, I'll have to worry about that as a Spurs fan. Battier to the Heat. I think. What I noticed, a lot of Bulls fans didn't like this.
No, I'm not a fan.
I thought it was quite interesting because he took mid-level exception and he and basically his quote was, "I want to win. That's just it." He's tired. He's played on these Grizzlies teams and stuff like. He's ready to win, and he's come on, man, top defender, he's probably in the top 10 in the NBA every year defending wise. Great wing defender, probably top 5 there, and can knock down a wing jumper,
Yeah, absolutely. I hate this. I hate it. I hate every part of it.
Texas, well, we don't have the numbers on that. I was looking for the numbers, but we do know he's going to go there. We just don't have the numbers yet.
They're scary, that's all.
Dwight Howard. I mean, what do you think? I mean, we hear all these rumors with Dwight Howard, Lakers, and, talk about New Jersey and I mean, we don't know. Dwight Howard's kind of, he's dictating what he wants to do now.
Yeah, and it sounds like he wants to go to the Nets.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, I think with Kyrie Williams, I can see why he'd want to do that.
And an owner that spends money.
That Russian billionaire.
Yeah, that dude's the Brooklyn Nets. Now, I can't say New Jersey. Brooklyn Nets are, it remains to be seen. I mean, it could be. I think
they're going to be much improved, obviously, but I still. They don't scare me like the Heat and the Knicks.
Oh, no, not even close. I mean,
So
we're just there. If Dwight does go there with Darren Williams, I mean it'll be nice, but it's still still a lot of work to do. It's still it's a beast from the East. I mean, LeBron known right now in the Heat with Dwayne Wade, and then another year and Boss, and these guys, they took this hate. I just feel like this year could be a good year. It could be a year where they can see themselves in the finals again. Let's see if LeBron shows up. That's.
It definitely is a toss-up. I mean, his track record isn't that great. Those big moments.
Yeah, we had this debate earlier. Yeah.
But I just can't see anyone that could challenge the Heat right now. I don't see it.
Yeah.
They have so much more talent.
I mean, and they didn't. I mean, one key player that I say off that team was Chalmers.
Mm-hmm.
Chalmers, he got good. I mean, he in the playoffs and finals, he was just. I mean, he just upgraded his game. I mean, but he's a winner. He's got a national championship. Single-handedly, well, hit that shot.
Did he just sign another deal with them?
Yeah,
okay.
Re-signed today.
I
didn't get the numbers. I know he re-signed today. And he's going to get better. He's quite young. Matter of fact, me and Chalmers are like the same age. So, yeah, he's quite young. So, hey, Chalmers steps his game up another 5 points a game. And you got Battier on the wing. And you got the three-headed monster.
Stop.
For the East.
Stop.
God, I'm not in the East.
Oh, come on, Bulls, do something.
We both, we all have this. You either have a love-hate relationship for LeBron. I'm a lover. I like LeBron. I'm a Spurs fan. Man, the ultimate day for me was if LeBron goes to the Spurs for me. That's the ultimate day for me.
Oh,
but
my God.
that's never going to happen. But fact of the matter is, he did the interview, and he was just kind of explaining with, was it Rachel Nichols? Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, Rachel Nichols. And he was just kind of explaining how he didn't like being the bad guy. Everybody hated him. He's one of the most, he is the most hated athlete in the world, I believe. And
which is kind of crazy considering he's never been arrested. He's never
right.
Really. I hate on him.
Makes sound business moves. His only issue, he does have some crazy sound bites. I do agree.
Yeah.
He has said something.
Kobe, come on.
Yeah,
Come on.
I don't understand that. I can't understand why people have much more love for Kobe than LeBron, considering Kobe's past, considering how Kobe is. I mean, LeBron is. From the interview, I take that, okay, his mom was like, all right, play out an angle last year. He said that. He's like, play out an angle, and, everybody hates me. I'm just going to dominate. But LeBron wants to be liked. I mean, he's always been like that. He's always wanted to be liked, and I understand. He doesn't want to be on the bad side. So the way I get it, he's just going to have more fun with it. If you hate him, don't worry about it. I'll just continue to play my game. For those who love me, that's all I care about.
Well, I read something that I thought was really interesting. This is I totally agree. So, when you're comparing some of the greats in basketball, right? You think of Jordan, he always just wanted to win.
Right.
Whatever it took to win, he wanted, that's all he wanted.
Right.
Kobe.
About the same.
Wants greatness. Well, now, he gets winning through his greatness, but think about it. He really wants to be great himself.
That's true. Yeah, because he cares more about being great.
LeBron wants to amaze people.
Yeah,
think
that's
about
interesting.
His game.
Yeah, the full court blocks.
Yes.
And the amazing dunks.
Yes.
And,
don't you kind of agree?
I get that.
And that's why I think people have a problem with him.
Because he wants to amaze you.
Yeah.
But in his entertainment business of playing professional ball, you don't go see the games. There's entertainment. Who wants to see the Wizards face Sacramento? You don't want to see that, but you'll go see Sacramento if the Heat came to play, right?
I would like to see the Heat play.
Definitely.
I'm not gonna lie.
Definitely. Most couple of friends of mine, they went to Bulls game and they tried to get the tickets where the Heat. Well, it was Heat last year, but I remember a couple years ago when he was with Cleveland. Mm-hmm. He spent the extra money and kind of got messed over because LeBron had an ankle injury and didn't play. But it's just,
still, he tried.
Yeah, it's like
you're gonna go. That.
Yeah.
But I still think that, at the end of the day, the ultimate goal as a fan and as a player should be to bring home a championship.
Yeah. Everybody's wired a little different, and like you said, greatness. Kobe wants to go down as being the greatest.
Right.
Jordan focused mainly on winning, and I'm more or less with Jordan. And winning, I don't care how ugly it is. Winning is winning. It's all about the championships.
And I think that's another problem for LeBron is just the time that he came to basketball. You know what I mean? Like, Jordan had already been. So people have that in their heads. They're always going to have it in their heads if they got to watch him play. That he literally got this look in his eyes like he was going to murder everyone on the floor. Right. And you couldn't tell him differently.
Right. And it showed with the Hall of Fame speech.
You
don't like that. Yeah. Well, I mean,
I'm still going to pretend.
I think comparisons are bad for the most part. I mean, certain things, but I mean, LeBron is LeBron, Kobe is Kobe, and Michael Jordan is Michael Jordan. Everybody, we can go back. I remember when the first thing I asked when I was younger, I asked my mom, like, "Who's Dr. J?" She's like, "Oh, he was my Jordan of my time." Yeah. And back then it was like, oh, okay, but now it's like, nah, Dr. J never compared to Jordan in his era.
Right.
But my mom, it was just one of